And so on to round 5, the Acropolis Rally, and with the gap in the championship now just 2 points between Didier Auriol on 47 points and Juha Kankkunen on 45, Carlos Sainz on 37 points, and the championship battle very much on now. Nicky using a new gearbox himself now, the new semi-automatic sequential unit. He took the victory on the Acropolis Rally in 1993, and 1 year on, the question was, could Ford take another win here? Didier Auriol running in 3rd place in the early stages of the event and trying to protect that 2-point championship lead. But at this point in the rally, on the very harsh and hard roads of Greece, he couldn't quite maintain the pace of the Subarus. Colin McRae was leading, but this man, Carlos Sainz, in 2nd position. A little bit unhappy with the handling of his Subaru at first, but definitely feeling happier with it as the rally progressed. Kenneth Eriksson was marking the debut of the new 2nd evolution Mitsubishi Lancer. For Eriksson, though, it was not to be a good event. He would actually go out with suspension problems fairly early on in the rally. Malcolm Wilson, the British driver, standing in for Francois Delacour on this event with the Works Ford team run from Boreham in Essex. Wilson going well, although he had one spin and stalled, but he would find his way back up into 3rd place later in the rally. Juha Kankkunen finding his way up into 4th position. He had a few strange problems. He actually lost or had damage done to 2 fans, cooling fans behind the radiator. 2 of them were damaged throughout the course of the day by the stones being thrown up from these very difficult and demanding tracks. Colin McRae, the early leader, winning 7 out of 10 stages. His lead was up to 43 seconds at the end of day 1, and then relaxed a little bit over the last 2 stages, which allowed the competitors to close up just a touch. But McRae was in absolutely astounding form and looked to have the Acropolis Rally well under control. Armin Schwarz in the 2nd of the 2 new Mitsubishis, also having some suspension problems, but not enough to put him out of the event, thankfully. And Ari Vartanen making a return in Ford Escort Cosworth, run by Schmidt Racing. Up to 3rd place at one point early in the rally. He then dropped back to 7th, still going well. Colin McRae still leading going into the 2nd day of the event and looking to further extend his advantage. Could this be the occasion of McRae's 2nd World Championship win? The 26-year-old from Lanark in Scotland really aiming to try and take another victory. Teammate Carlos Sainz in 2nd place, but coming under pressure now from Didier Auriol. Sainz actually took his 1st ever World Championship win on the 1990 Acropolis Rally. So he was feeling in fairly confident frame of mind, but that pressure from Auriol was certainly beginning to tell. For Mitsubishi, Eriksson was now out of the rally, but Armin Schwarz still going well in the new car. Then disaster striking for Colin McRae. The scrutineers checked his engine seals at one of the checkpoints and omitted to put the bonnet pins back in. As they set off on the next link, the bonnet flew up and smashed the windscreen. And Colin McRae then effectively blocked the start of the next stage while his mechanics changed the windscreen so that he would be ready to get underway again. It caused an awful amount of controversy, and although McRae continued to lead at this point, it would not be for too much longer. Carlos Sainz still going well in the 2nd of the Subarus, and Armin Schwarz coming up into 2nd place with the announcement of the disqualification of Colin McRae. McRae thrown out of the rally, handing the lead to his teammate Carlos Sainz. Juha Kankkunen had some problems with the suspension of his Toyota Celica, and he dropped down to 7th position. However, with the problems to Colin McRae and with a good fight back from the Finnish driver, he was able to get back up into 3rd place. Alex Fiorio was rallying a little bit outdated Lancia Delta Integrale, but nevertheless was up into 4th position. And as we continued in the closing stages of the 1994 Acropolis, Ari Vatanen had moved up into 5th position in his Escort Cosworth. Malcolm Wilson, who had been up to 3rd place, dropped back after breaking a steering arm, and only some ingenious repair work going on from the Cumbrian meant that he was able to get out of the stage. He lost 13 minutes during the course of that, however, but he still managed to finish, and that was the important thing, and came through to complete the rally in 6th position. Emil Trina in the Skoda managed to take 9th place overall. And the Group N battle on this occasion went to Carlos Menem in another of the Ford Escort Cosworths. Jesus Puras not having so much luck in Group N on this occasion, and Mohammed bin Sulayem also out of luck on several events earlier in the year with his Escort Cosworth. Stradicino in the little Nissan, winning the 1600 to 2 litre Group A category, but beaten by the Skodas. And so, on the 41st Acropolis Rally, victory went to Carlos Sainz and Luis Moya. Schwarz in 2nd and Kankkunen in 3rd. And in the championship, it meant that things had certainly changed a bit, with Sainz and Kankkunen now on the joint lead with 57 points, and Oriol in 2nd place with 47. We'll be back with more in a moment.